remaining concept of hash table. Hash table T equals new hash table constructor, and hash table always require key value pair 1 1. One numeric one is key, string one is value, key value pair. Then st dot add 2 2, st dot add 3 3, st dot add 4 4. Yes. Now I want to check whether 2 is available or not. I want to check and then I want to print also. How do you check? If st hash table dot contain which key 2. If it is there, I should get a message. Key found. Key found. And your value ht of 2. Output is 2. If you want to put it in string variable, then you have to say ht of 2 dot 2 string. In writing console write line and separately this statement, this is only for you to have a demonstration. If you write in console.write line hash table followed by key, it automatically converts to string. If you write separately, then manually you have to convert to string. This is automatic conversion. This is manually. We are converting. Else console.write line key not found. Okay. And one more thing. If I want to display all the key value pairs, then I can say for each dictionary entry D in hash table console.write line D dot key concatenates D dot value D dot key and D dot value. D dot key and D dot for each key hash table dot key console.write line internal will execute hash table always with an algorithm. So based on that, output may be always random. Not necessary that output you get of what I have given. Not 1, 2, 3, 4. We are not expecting 1, 2, 3, 4. It may be random. Yes, I already said internal one algorithm runs. Based on that, you got output random. We got descending. Don't say descending. Any output you may get. If you put some other numbers, 29, 11, 13, uh, 18, some numbers execute. 13, 18, 11, 29. But my output is different. Output we got 13, 18, 11, 20, 13, 18, 11, 29. You cannot, output may be same every time, but point is 13, 18, 11, 29. You should not say the way we give will be produced in the output. Rather, your output always says like what? Internal algorithm gets executed, and that algorithm will produce result. That algorithm will produce a result, right? Then for each string v in ht dot value right line v that will display value 3412. Okay, key and value you want, then we use dictionary entry. What is dictionary entry? It is a structure, not class. It is a structure. Okay. Now, yes, there is a class called stack SC new stack constructor s dot push 12 s dot push 19 s dot push 15 s dot push 10. Now console dot write line s dot pop. Push is to store data, pop is to delete data. Delete actually here doesn't mean removing an element. Delete here indicates that that element will be accessed and even changes the position. So we assume it to be deletion of element. So now if I run my code, output will be 10 s dot pop. This is output as 10. Yes, 10. And then you want to access element, then you can say each int I in console dot write line I. Already one element is extracted and we lost position. The remaining three it will display now 15, 19, 12. Yes, 15, 19, 12. Yes. Instead of using pop, if I say peak, then what will happen? It will display that element that is 10, but doesn't lose position of it. So the remaining for each loop is going to work and displays all four elements for each loop. Yes. Again, 10 one more time also has been retrieved. That is about stack. Pop will display the element, loses its position. Peak will display the element and will not change the position of that element. That makes a difference. And in place of stack, if I write Q, Q, in place of push, we use method called NQ. Peak. And if you want to use pop replacement is DQ. Now, dot DQ will display 12, 12, 12. And for each loop will display remaining three elements, 19, 15, 10 for each loop. Yes, 19, 15, 10. In place of DQ, if I write peak, if I write peak, then 12 will come and again 12, 19, 15, 10 will come. Yes, two times. 12 has come for twice. That is how stack Q will work. Exactly. Simple to understand that stack works in LeFo, Q works in FIFO. Stack will work in LeFo and Q will work in FIFO. Last in first out, first in first out. Now, connecting with this, we have a topic called built-in generic collection. Built-in generic. The moment I say generic, you have to recollect. I'm talking about something which you write in angle bracket. Angle bracket. Generic method, generic class. Generic method and what? Generic class. How would you do that? Compulsory. You should add here collections dot generic. One more name. And same story we have. End. LST equal to new list constructor. This is generic collection. This is generic collection. What else you need? Add the value. Add 12. Dot add 15. LST dot add 22. Dot right line. Capacity equal to plus LST dot capacity console dot right line. Count plus LS count. Same whatever I explained you are same you find later on. Same capacity 4 count 3. Same this purpose. Same default capacity. Only difference that was normal array list class. This is generic list because list is being followed by type also. So list will work similar to know what array list. Then stack generic, queue generic. Here, hash table substitute is dictionary, you call in generic. What do you call? Dictionary, dictionary. Those all you can practice. Okay. Now, next topic that we study, it is called anonymous class. Now we are going to talk on class without name. That's what the meaning is. Anonymous. Nameless class. First, I'll show you about named class. Then nameless class easily you can understand. Okay, go for it. Class demo, public intent, double, two fields. There is a class name demo, new demo, value a equals a equals 29, b equals 34.2. This is named class object. Named class object. Then how do you create anonymous class? First point, there is no class for that. Separate class will not be there. Then what will happen? Console.writeLine d dot a concatenate d dot b. Then how do you create anonymous class? Simple. Because there is no class name, we use type inference obj equal to new. After new, we normally write constructor. But since there is no class, so there is no meaning in writing constructor as well. No. So don't write. Direct you create field f1 equals 10, f2 equals 34.22. Done. Right. Obj f1 concatenate obj2 dot execute the code. Save. That should get now obj dot f2 execute. So this line which you have written, this is and execute. Yes. Named class object and nameless class object. Obj is nameless class object containing two fields. D is named class object. That's it. Simple. Small topic in C sharp. You call it as anonymous. But C sharp may you have these all. Anonymous class we studied. Next we are going to cover. Anonymous methods we are going to study. Anonymous method. Anonymous class, anonymous method. Next topic may we cover anonymous. Now we will see how to implement method extension. Strings may I covered this. Method extension. One method will be extended by another method, and that method will be extended by another method. And what is the working process? Output output of output of first method will be given to second method as input, and taking that input second method will work, and it will produce third one. And third will take as input again. And output of third will be given to fourth. Like that it will continue for list of method. Now, coming to this method extension, how you implement this code, what's the approach? So I took my own simple example. Here, code is important. The only thing you should understand how you write program for that. You should have idea on that part. So here I use system text namespace. This is a namespace used for string builder. String builder is a part of this namespace. Okay. Now introduce first rule for, for method extension. Compulsory class should be basic rule. Compulsory class should be what? Static. Otherwise, program doesn't respond. Okay. Static class name, string extension. Anything. Method. You can write method extension. Better I write string extension. Write one method in it. Public static void display. Compulsory parameter should be created with this keyword. One more rule. Console.write line. Input string is plus s. And speciality by this parameter. Now you get to know. Right. String s equal to software console.write line. Sorry, direct I'll say. Why s dot display. Did you notice what is happening? S dot display. That sounds something different. I didn't create object of strext class. I didn't create object of this class. Why you didn't create? Simple static class object you cannot create. So indirectly what happened now? This string object is allowing this display method to access, and parameter automatically will be sent. We don't need to give parameter also here. Don't give direct output software now. Input string is software. Yes. What is interesting to learn? String class object accessing display method. Ah, that is something different. Now I will write another logic in the same program. public static string to mixed case. This string build SB equal to new string builder S dot length for index equal to 0, index less than dot length index plus plus. Then string builder dot append I index mod 2 equal to 0. It means if it is 0, then I'll say what I will say s of I, s of index dot to lower colon to lower colon s index dot to, yes. It means for even positions, for even positions convert to lower case, for odd positions, for odd positions converts to upper. Yes, to upper to lower. How do you do? Simple. Call that method now. S dot to mix case. Problem is first S dot display. Original string will come. Original string. Original. After that, to mixed case method is called, no doubt. But when that method is called, there is no chance for it to display. So I should write here only dot display. Yes, method extension. Converts gives to display. Now display will display. Yes. Alternate uppercase, alternate lowercase. Okay, that is the story of method extension. Now, next topic will be related with three topics in sequence we study: delegates, anonymous methods, lambda expression. Lambda expression. Lambda. Lambda expression. Three topics. And you should practice especially this lambda expressions thoroughly. Reason: MVC. After completion of ASP.NET, when we start MVC or whenever you learn MVC, you could very clearly experience that maximum implementations in MVC will be through lambda expressions. One scenario. Second scenario, even in C#.NET, when we learn ADO.NET, in ADO.NET, when we learn entity framework, even in that topic as well, compulsory lambda expressions are required. Knowledge of lambda expressions are required, compulsory. So you should, now all these three are linked topics. Without delegates, anonymous methods you cannot understand. Without anonymous methods, lambda expressions you cannot understand. Connected topics. Okay, that makes a difference. And compulsory, what is required now? I said delegates linked to anonymous methods linked to lambda expressions. So what I will do usually in every batch, when we learn specially anonymous methods, so delegates, lambda expressions, in comparison, I'll write an example. In comparison, right? All I'll compare. So separate example I'll take up for delegate, then separate example I'll take up for anonymous methods. Then so you have now finally you will have idea on how to write a program without delegates, how to write a program with delegates, how to write a program with anonymous method, how to write a program with lambda expression. I'm talking about same program, means one program in different ways, and program becomes simple. Though coding goes little technical, little logical, but goes simple if it is lambda expression. Complete drastic code reusability, drastic change in writing program. So first what you have to understand, the working process of delegates, types of delegates. Okay, and now first fundamental thing is delegate is an element, as class is element, structure is element, enum is element, interface is element, and they all cannot be created local to method. Exactly same way, delegate is also element, you cannot create local to method. Delegate cannot be local to method, highly impossible. So delegate can be created in namespace, or delegate can be created in another element. How do you create delegate now? The process of creating delegate is to apply delegate keyword first. Delegate keyword. So first I'll show you how to write a code without delegate. First I'll show you that part. Then I'll cover with delegate so that easily you could analyze the code. Okay, do one thing. Create method first, public, take void show string parameter name console dot write line from show. Okay. Then create another method. Take void display name dot write line from display test name. Now remember, if I call a method by its name, if you call a method by its name, method name is show, calling the method by its name. This is direct call. Direct, direct call. Confirm, simple. There is no logic here. From show, Sharif. From display, Sharif. There is no output you are expecting for this program. No logic, nothing. But still, the delegates is not in the picture. No delegates in the picture. I say normal, basic code I have written. But what are these called? I said direct call. Calling a method, calling a method by its name for execution. Direct. Hmm. Now, when do you use delegate? Okay, here I write first delegate keyword. What are the return types of the methods? Void, delegate name, test parameter. This is called delegate signature. Delegate keyword, return type, delegate name, parameter. Parameter name, parameter type should be same. Okay. Now, now, compulsory for the delegate, you have to create delegate instance. Class instance you create demo d equal to new demo. Class instance, same delegate instance. New test, difference. Class instance, like this only we create. Demo d, new demo. That's it. But to create delegate instance, compulsory constructor of delegate should be passed with with method name parameter. Error is gone. Constructor of delegate should be passed with method name as parameter. Now I say T dot invoke. It means you are saying now T dot invoke. Whom to invoke? Show. This is indirect call. T dot invoke of Sharif will call show. Why? Because T is containing reference of show method from show Sharif. Yes. Not necessary even to write invoke. I'll comment this. Then what do you write? Don't write T dot invoke. Direct I can say T of Sharif. Execute. Same out. Yes. Either T dot invoke or only T option. Acha. Here important. T is containing reference of only one method. And please understand this. I'm just explaining you how delegates work. I'm not explaining you where and how delegates are applied. That is different story. Next part I'll cover. Here we are just trying to understand how delegate is created, how delegate instance is created, how delegate will access. So now here what I was saying, E is containing what? Reference of show method. That is the reason T of Sharif calling show method. So how many references T is containing? One reference. So it is called unicast delegate. Unicast delegate. And and if at all I say again, if at all I say T equal to new test display T of Sharif. Here T was containing show methods reference. Here T is containing display methods reference. However, that was also containing one method reference. Here also, here this is also same unicast delegate. Unicast delegate. Okay, I'll comment this. However, we already listed about unicast delegate. This is one more scenario I covered. Now I'll show you another advantage of delegate. T equal to new test display T of Sharif semicolon. Comment this. Now remember, here T is containing show methods reference, no doubt. When I said T equal to again, this will overwrite the reference, no doubt. But I don't want to overwrite. So I simply put plus. Concatenate. This is something sounds different in C sharp. This is like one call for two methods. So here T, now in this T, you have reference of show and reference of display, both. So it is called multicast delegate. Now only one T of Sharif will execute show and display both. Both it will do. Yes. If you write again, T plus equal to new test display, same multicast delegate. Now what will happen? Final this T, last T contains reference of one show and two displays. One show, two display. Two time display will work. Yes. One show, two display. If at all I write again, same statement, making this as minus equal to. It means one display subtracted. It means one show, one display. Only two are there, plus equal to minus equal. One is removed, one is cancelled. That's it. This is how delegates will work. Working I have explained. Tomorrow I'll show you. First advantage of delegate. That will be our next topic. That is called anonymous methods are created with the delegates. Anonymous methods can nameless methods. Method will be there only with body and parameters. Name will not be there. Return type will not be there. Access modifier will not be there. That would be a logic like you are writing method inside a method. Method within a method. This is only how delegates. Types of delegate: unicast delegate, multicast delegate. Unicast delegate means delegate instance containing reference of one method. Multicast delegate means delegate instance containing reference of multiple methods. That's it. Tomorrow's class will continue.